Welcome to Universe Live. I'm Trevor Myers.
And I'm Bruce Brockett. It's Thursday, March 16, 2023. Governor Cox signs a bill further regulating abortions within the state of Utah.
The new law goes into effect on May 2nd. It prohibits abortions from being performed outside hospitals, prevents non-physicians from prescribing abortion pills, and clarifies the existing ban on all abortions after 18 weeks.
The body of the final missing hiker in Buckskin Gulch Canyon was recovered yesterday. 12 hikers went missing after flash floods in Kane County. 10 of them were recovered safely, and 2 were killed in the storm.
Gas prices in Utah have seen the second highest increase in the nation since last year. Gas prices in Utah have increased by 7.3% between March 2022 and March 2023. Prices in Utah were impacted by an oil refinery shutdown in Colorado, which caused prices to jump by 19%.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints donates more than 5,700 water shares to the state of Utah. The Department of Natural Resources says this is the largest permanent donation to benefit the Great Salt Lake. It will ensure water will continue to flow to the lake.
The Pew Research Center reports that many Americans hold unfavorable views of members of the Church of Jesus Christ. 25% said they have very or somewhat unfavorable views of members of the Church of Jesus Christ. However, 59% said they have a neutral view or don't know enough to have an opinion.
Looking to live a more active lifestyle, the BYU Student Wellness's Lazy Triathlon is a fun way to stay fit without disrupting your schedule. Alexa Elliott reports.
BYU Student Wellness is hosting the Lazy Triathlon. The Lazy Triathlon is a challenge where people have 1 month to bike 112 miles, run 26.2 miles, and swim 2.4 miles. If participants fill out their tracking sheet by the end of the month, they get a free t-shirt. This challenge runs until March 31st. Blake Bevins is participating in the Lazy Triathlon with his coworkers.
Everybody's just supportive. Everybody wants to try to complete it, so then everyone can wear the shirts at the end to kind of be like, hey, we all did this.
More of a runner, Blake says that the Lazy Triathlon has helped him focus on other disciplines like biking. Blake is also part of the BYU Triathlon Club. The club gets together Monday through Friday at 6 in the morning. They run 3 times a week, swim 2 times a week, and then bike on their own.
Getting a group together is able to really help you get to the next level and achieve things you never really thought you could.
Blake says that doing a triathlon isn't as crazy as people think.
For the most part, people can bike, people can swim, people can run.
Ciao, Blake.
It's not as big of a mountain as people might think in their mind.
Blake, come on.
Just go for it, is what I would say.
There are plenty of opportunities to get involved in triathlons, including the Lazy Triathlon. Sign-ups have passed for this semester's Lazy Triathlon, but there will be another in the fall. Reporting for the Universe Live in Provo, I'm Alexa Elliott.
Senator Mitt Romney clashes with White House Budget Director Shalonda Young over claims of Republicans proposing the removal of Social Security benefits. Young had come to present a budget proposal that would reduce the national deficit by nearly $3 trillion. The heated exchange came after Senator Romney questioned Young over the idea that elected officials are trying to remove Social Security.
It's offensive and dishonest and not realistic. We have a problem in Social Security. We need to address it.
I look forward to seeing plans that are very
question,
clear.
The question is, why have you not proposed it?
Romney says the biggest threat to Social Security is the Social Security Trust Fund running out. This would cause benefits to be automatically cut.
Provo and Orem police will be increasing their distracted driving enforcement over the next few months. Extra officers will be on the roads in the next few weeks. The crackdown comes after accidents involving distracted drivers have increased in recent years. Police remind drivers to keep their hands on the steering wheel and eyes on the road. According to the Utah Department of Public Safety, in 2022, 355 crashes were caused by distracted driving in Provo and Orem. 59 people were injured in the accidents in Orem, and 51 people were hurt in the Provo crashes.
The National Weather Service is warning people of swift water runoff in Utah's rivers. After nearly an inch of rain that Provo received the last few days and the warmer temperatures causing runoff, the NWS wants people to be aware of full and fast-moving rivers. Many of the rivers across far northern Utah are rising, but the rivers are not expected to come close to the flood stage. However, because the rivers will be colder and more intense, they advise that we keep pets and children away from the water. Southern Utah doesn't seem to have the same luck. The flood warning at Santa Clara River in St. George has been extended through this evening. The river peaked at 15 feet, but it is expected to fall below flood stage by this afternoon. The NWS also says that precipitation has largely ended across the state. That is until the next storm, which could be as soon as Monday. They warned about the potential for another yardstick snow event up in the mountains.
The statewide Feed Utah food drive begins Saturday. Governor Cox kicked off the food drive, calling on Utahns to donate generously to the Utah Food Bank. The bank recommends placing a bag of non-perishable food on your door by 9 a.m. Saturday. Volunteers from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints will pick up the food and take it to drop sites across the state. Approximately 289,000 hungry Utahns will benefit from the drive, many of whom have been hit hard by COVID-19 and inflation. 1 in 9 children in Utah do not know where their next meal will come from. For more information, visit utahfoodbank.org/feedutah.
A 22-year-old film festival in Utah kicked off this year with a new name and vision. Aubrey B. Jennings has the story.
While many people are familiar with the Sundance Film Festival, what they may not know is that Utah hosts a film festival every single month. Today, I'm here at the kickoff of a festival that's been around for 22 years, the Zion Indie Film Fest.
Welcome to the 2023 Zion's Indie Film Fest.
While the festival has been around for over 2 decades, you may recognize it by its former name, the LDS Film Festival.
This is the first year as Zion's Indie Film Festival.
While the film festival switched ownership 2 years ago, the owners honored the old name for one last year.
These are our co-founders.
This year is the kickoff of the new branding, which is meant to expand the audience while maintaining the core values.
This film festival is about celebrating and connecting filmmakers and storytellers in an environment that will be welcoming, but will also still keep that family-friendly idea.
And it seems the new vision for the festival is taking off. This year, the festival doubled in submissions and is showcasing over 85 films from 15 states, including a documentary produced by BYU students called The Black 14. And with this increased interest, the owners plan to take the festival from 4 days to 6 in the coming years.
Any nerves I had while this was all about to start went washed away when the choir sang.
The festival continues until Saturday, providing a gathering place for filmmakers and families, just as was intended in the name.
Zion is not just a geographical area that we point to and say, isn't that down south? Zion is wherever you are, and wherever you are gathered together.
And for festival owners,
You guys, my emotions are kind of just on my sleeve tonight, so.
and attendees alike, the festival looks like it will be bringing out many emotions this week.
The world is a lot lonelier when we're not coming together and sharing each other's stories.
From bone-chilling horror to inspiring religious films, there's a film here for every movie lover. Reporting for Universe Live in Orem, I'm Aubrey B. Jennings.
You may have seen the movie Night at the Museum, but have you heard about BYU's Night at the Museums? Universe Live reporter Ariel Harmer went to the event last weekend and shows us all the fun students had.
Night at the Museums is a once-a-year event where BYU's 5 museums are open far past usual visiting hours. Visitors can explore the exhibits, get a special treat at each museum, interact with museum staff, and solve a scavenger hunt.
Night at the Museums is a great activity that we do about once a year, and it's a really good opportunity because a lot of the museums on campus have really limited hours. So it's fun that we're open at night.
That's so cool.
The BYU Museum of Art, Museum of Paleontology, Bean Life Science Museum, Education in Zion, and Museum of Peoples and Cultures each offer exciting exhibits and opportunities for learning.
Yep, and you can pick from any one of those.
Each museum has a riddle visitors can solve to find one specific exhibit or artifact. Once visitors solve the riddle, they get a sticker for that museum, and once they get all 5 stickers, they get a special prize.
Students can come, parents can take their kids, and it's a great way for kids and families to be exposed to all the different museums that we have.
Night at the Museums happens once a year, so make sure you don't miss it in 2024. Reporting for Universe Live, I'm Ariel Harmer.
Thanks for joining us today for Universe Live.
Have a great day.